Hello and welcome. So I am going to take a look at the Times quick cryptic crossword, and this has been published on Thursday the 21st of August 2025, and today's setter is Wurm. So I haven't seen Wurm for a while. This is only their 8th puzzle of the year, so we actually get one a month from them. But the last one was in July, so and that I had to give up on. I couldn't get the last two clues after spending a good 15 minutes staring at them, so I gave up just for the half-hour mark. Generally, the puzzles from Wurm are kind of around that, in that 10 to 20 minute mark. There's a couple have taken me over, one that's taken me under really. So not an easy setter, and I've got 3 files for the year, so definitely not an easy setter, but very much doable. I'm going to reset the timer and crack on. Reshuffle protects old Labour man. Protects old Labour man. Gosh. Okay, I can't answer that question or succeed in exam. Is that oral? Exam's an oral. That question. Okay. Elgar concerti, excited. That looks like an error, doesn't it? Concerti, Elgar, music producer. That could be anything. Knowing Wurm, that'll be the name of an instrument. Something piano, concert piano. No. Engine part in vehicle, awkward brute on hill. Looks like it ought to be carburettor. Just for buretta, brute, burettor. There you are. Poem set around Spanish city. Verse set gel around Spanish city. I'm going to sneeze, I think. Film legend in minor role, maybe. Probably another sneeze or two coming up. Film legend in minor role, many reviewed. That's not a minor role, many, isn't it? Film legend. Let's see that is later. Rubbish clearance with these defensive players. Rubbish clearances. Strikers, fullbacks, wingbacks. Birds sectioning. Emus. There we are. Emus. I've got one. Okay, let's go back to the crosses. Stick knife into second fruit. Second fruit into second. Stick knife. Stab. Plunge. Oh, I got a little bit of a hay fever this morning, even though I don't get hay fever. Pluck wingless eagle in Swiss city. Geneva. Zurich. Wingless, okay, that's an AGL going into Bern. We've got BAG, Baglern. What am I doing? Baglern. Can't see what that is. No. Pluck. I can't remember any other Swiss cities. Sudden crash, end absurd with Plutarch. Plutarch is 7, with is 4, could be 11. Sudden crash. Gosh, I don't know what. It's got to be a sudden crash, isn't it? Because Plutarch isn't going to be it's just anagram of Plutarch. Oh, it's end and Plutarch, isn't it? Which is. I'm not going to come to it at this moment. Arrested outlaw Kelly embracing. So Ned Kelly. Ned. Okay, let's put Ned there. Arrested is outlaw. Outlaw is to ban. Banned. Arrested. Banned. I think it's banned. I'm going to leave that like that for a minute. But Arsenal player 1 trained to shoot. So that's probably an Arsenal, is it? Player 1 trained to shoot. Trained is 7, 1. Trained 1. 6 letters I'm looking for. Gosh. I with a shoot. Sherry transformed, emotional lad, no E needed. So yeah, that's emotional. Emotional is 6, 9, 12. Emotional line is 12. Take an E out. Sherry. I don't know what sherries are. I may know when I've got some letters in there. Cosmonaut, Gagarin, run in. Yeah, okay. Only one, only one no cosmonaut. Well, no two actually. Minister to start game at Wimbledon. Wimbledon tennis, obviously. Minister. It's the rackets, all England rackets and lawn tennis. Mystical character about to ensnare French 1. I think that's a un for 1. Renew. About. Let's put UN there. I'm not sure what have we got. Got 2 ends in concerti. No, I've got the well. In terms of band is right, doesn't it? How mince is cooked for noodle dish. How mince? Yeah, that's just an anagram of how mince, isn't it? Chow mein, okay. Chow mein, good. Right, we've gone down, so look down there. What's this again? Reshuffle protects old Labour man. Right, let's look at down again. This one, N and a G, you got Elgar. Is it cigar? Music producer? No, don't think it's cigar, is it? That could be like a music box. Copywriter, poem, no. Film, what have we got? Minor role, many. 7 and 6. Film legend. I mean, with Wurm, you don't put that game beyond being Roy Rogers and Trigger or something. Minor. I suppose it could also be the name of a character. I'm not sure, as opposed to an actor. Rubbish clearance with these players. Strikers. No, defensive players aren't strikers, are they? Sweepers. That's okay. Got one at last. Phil. On track. Cutting edge tool of revolutionary design. It looks like a saw down there. Let's put a S for saw. Cutting edge tool. Revolutionary design. Something Ingshaw. Something Ingsaw. Revolutionary design. Circular saw. Good. Cular saw. There we go. Stop being annoyed. Compromise. So is that anagram of stop being? There's too many letters for stop being. Compromise is not a bargain. Okay, embrace line contained in easy task. Easy task is a cinch, clinch. Plant in river fern. Yeah, fern, river fern. This one. Minister to start game at Wimbledon. Serve. Okay, that's an interesting definition of minister. Marlene Dietrich. No. I'm really trying not to rhyme this one out, but I'm going to have to go for it. Minor role. Many. Mary someone? Can't be, can it? Where's that Y going? We've got rid of M and R and E. Not very much, really. M, R, E. Oh gosh. What's this? Arsenal player 1 trained to shoot is Gunner. Fair enough. That goes for an N. For what that's worth. Marlon Brando. No, Marlon Brando doesn't fit. There's no B anyway. And Timulates for Marlon, so it really isn't working. Pluck wingless eagle in Swiss City. Is that H-E-L? Is there a G? There's no G in that anagram, so eagle, wingless eagle doesn't really Maybe it's pluck. Ah, lucerne now. Oh, an urn. Okay, oh, typo. Lucerne, okay. Oh, maybe it's Marlon. Marianne Morris, no. Morrison. More. Maya. Okay, this one here, sudden crash. Oh, we've got anagram, haven't we? Another anagram, Plutarch. Plutarch with end, I think. Don't enough letters? Probably. Get rid of the URP. URP. Thunderclap, okay. Clap. Oh, there's an L. What is going on there? I've got 4 vowels. I's, O's, A's. I's, 2 O's, and A. Marilyn Monroe. Ah, there we are. Marilyn Monroe. Definitely a film legend, that one. Give you that. Ah, it's a Montellano, isn't it? I think. And probably need to check these letters. Hey, it's not Montellano. Montellano. Let's see what letters I got from that. So lose an E to get to emotional lad without an E. And I think that ends in, well, let's get rid of the letters. I've got L-A-O at the end, and then let's get rid of that, and a T are gone. I'm fairly sure it's a mon. Let's get rid of I-L-D. LD. Mon. M-O-N-A. M-O-N-A. Monatillado. Monatillado, is that a word? What would that be? Elgar Concerti. Got 2 N's, can't have 2 N's. Amontillado. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Gonna go with that for now. That's what is that? Out. Organ. Oh, they are. Organ. There's my un. I'm gonna go with that being Amontillado. I think that's the correct word. Stop being annoyed. Compromises to. Don't know. I've got 2 N's again. If that can't be in it, ban then, can it? Arrested outlaw. Outlaw is to ban. No, arrested outlaw. Kelly embracing trouble. Nailed. Ah, there we are. Nailed is more likely. So, what have we got for the anagram on this? Elgar Concerti. Let's just write it out straight. Elgar Concerti. Definitely got rid of organ. So, O. Organ. And a TI. Okay. Which leaves me EL. Electric organ. Okay. Electric organ. Stop being annoyed. Compromise. Something N. Something A. Something G. Something. And this was the mystical character about. About is CA for circa. Could be re, on. Snare, French 1. Okay, well, it's not so bad, is it? I'm down to the last 3 or 4. This was stick knife into second. That's spear, isn't it? S-pair, fair enough. This one I didn't like. I can't answer that question or succeed in the exam. There's a S. That question. What? Why? It's So what's this? Reshuffle protects old Labour man. And poem set around. Is that Toledo? Or is that Toledo? Poem Toledo. Set around. I need to write that out. If that's Toledo, set around. Doesn't really work. Set is to gel. Gel ode. Okay, what's going on? Gel. Gelido? Poem's an ode, I think. Yeah. No, hang on. Oh, a lot. Yeah, it's lot. Okay. Yep, ode lot. Reshuffle protects. That's just an anagram. Protects, isn't it? I think. Get rid of an ECT. Another sneeze coming up, I think. Where's my O going? Probably there, I think. PRTS pre-scoped COTS Labour man. Old Labour man. Is it the name of a particular Labour man? Tress. Or is it protects? Or is it the name of a reshuffle protecting a letter O for old? No, I think it's just an anagram of protects, I'm sure it is. Although I can't see what it is. Maybe ST or SP kind of step. What to put on the end though? That's the big question. If it's not an O, it can't be a P, R. Could be a double T. Prescott, John Prescott, okay. Is that a pass? I can't answer that. Pass, yeah. Question or succeed in exam. I can't answer that question. Or to succeed in exam, fair enough. Stop being annoyed, compromise. This one is not much fun. Let's have a look at this again. It's got something N, something A, something G, something, something, and then down the bottom we've got this mystical character about to ensnare French 1, which ensnare suggests it has to be un in the middle. What mystical character is? Luna? L-A? La? Stop being annoyed. Compromise. Snaggle. That's interesting what goes in there. Enter. Not W. N. Enlarged. Stop. N. Engaged. Being annoyed. Enraged. No. Anger. End anger. Now. End anger. Compromise. Yep. Endanger. So that leaves me rune. There we go. 1807. Gosh, well, that was a little bit of a trial. I mean, 18 minutes is a good time still. I feel good about that time, given that it felt a bit of a trial. I'm just wondering why I didn't get rune quicker, because about is re, isn't it? I don't know. Did I say that, or did I just totally miss it? Right, let's go through. Okay, reshuffle is your anagram indicator that protects. Is an anagram of Prescott, and John Prescott is the old Labour man. I think he died last year or earlier this year. John Prescott. He was the Deputy Labour Prime Minister when Tony Blair was in power, famously known as Two Jags. Birds are emus, that's definition. Section in is your hidden word indicator that across Science Museum is emus. If you stick the knife into something, then you spear it. S for second, and a fruit is a pear. Pluck wingless, so take the P and the K off of pluck, gives you the L-U-C, and an eagle is an urn, apparently, which gives you the Swiss city of Lucerne. A sudden crash is a thunderclap, clap of thunder, which is an anagram of end Plutarch, and absurd with is your anagram indicator. Arrested is nailed. The outlaw is Ned Kelly. I think he was an Australian outlaw from the early 1900s, or a bin on his head at one point. Embracing trouble. Trouble is ale. Arsenal player, so Arsenal FC, Arsenal Football Club, are known as the Gunners, mainly because they came from where they came from was Arsenal, Woolwich Arsenal, which is where they kept all the ammunition-y things. That was their original home, so they were the Gunners literally because of an artillery connection. And a player, and so an Arsenal player is a gunner, and someone who's trained to shoot is a gunner. Sherry is Amontillado, apparently. I have heard of that. I've seen it on an advert, I think, between some films. Transformed is your anagram indicator that emotional lad is an anagram of Amontillado, but without needing the E, so take the E out of that. We've got the cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin, who I think was the first man in space. Only know two cosmonauts, Yuri Gagarin and Valentino Tereshkova, who I can't say anything about. Might be the first woman in space, not sure. Anyway, Yuri Gagarin is cosmonaut. Georgia is GA, standard abbreviation for the state of Georgia. Twice, so GA. R for run, cricket notation, probably any sport where you score runs it's notation for. And home is in. Minister, if you are ministering, I suppose you are serving, so I think we've got a verb here of minister, to serve, and to start the game with where you start with the serve. Mystical character is a rune, and we've got about is re, and writing to you about this matter, re this matter. Ensnaring, the French one, which is an urn. Chow mein is an anagram of how mince. Is cooked is your anagram indicator, and chow mein is a noodle dish. We've got a double definition here, really. So, if you can't answer that question, famously on Mastermind, if you couldn't answer the question, you say pass. But if you succeed in the pass, then you've passed it. Succeed in an exam, then you've passed the exam. Elgar Concerti is an anagram of electric organ. Excited is your anagram indicator, and electric organs produce music. We've got the carburetor, which is an engine part. We've got a vehicle as a car. We've got an anagram of brute for the next 5 letters. Awkward is your anagram indicator, and that all goes on a hill, which is a tor, T-O-R. Right, poem set around. Well, if you read that gives us the Spanish city of Toledo. So if we read around, meaning in the downward it goes upwards, we've got an ode is a poem, and we've got a lot, a group of people, a set of people, a lot of people. We've got the film legend Marilyn Monroe, who is an anagram of minor role many, and reviewed is your anagram indicator. Rubbish clearances are sweepers, and defensive players are sweepers. I'm just looking at rubbish clearances for sweepers. I think that should be rubbish clearers. Clearances? Not very keen on that as a definition, but okay. That's the answer anyway, how it works out. Cutting edge tool. So yeah, a circular saw will cut the edge of something. So it's a cutting edge tool. And a revolutionary design, well, circular saws go round and round, don't they, to do that cutting, so that's how they're designed. Revolutionary. Stop being annoyed is just end anger, and to compromise something is to endanger it. A bit of an old chestnut there, but found a new way to clue it, so that's good. An embrace is a clinch, and then we've got L for line contained in an easy task, which is a cinch. And finally we've got the plant is a fern, river is R, surrounded by marshy land, which is a fen. So there we go, all done. 1807. Cool. I have to say I wasn't enjoying that early on from Wurm, so those clues just felt a bit too complicated. But actually, once I got into it, I've kind of come away feeling fairly good about that. Probably because I spotted more anagrams that I hadn't spotted. So there we go. Thanks for watching.